Hey, what's going on, everyone? Cornyphil here. I decided I just wanted to do something where I just pick a game in my Steam library and tell you guys about it. So, here we go. The game I'm doing today is called Heroes of Steel Tactics. It's on the Steam. It's actually a indie game. It was greenlit by Steam, and honestly, it's a pretty good game. It's been a while since I've gotten to play a tactics game like this, so it's kind of exciting to get to play. Uh, a game like this. I believe it's about $10 on Steam. It was recently on sale, which is how I picked it up. But let's play. So core mechanics. You play as a party of four adventurers. You get your fighter, this guy. Sword and board or spears. He's actually, no, we'll do this. Oh, doesn't show a picture. That sucks. Whatever. So you get your fighter, your rogue, your mage, and your priest. So right now I'm running with the fighter. Is there's no options for the fighter because I think he's pseudo the main character of this whole story, so he's always there. But he's pretty good. He's your tank. He's your frontline bruiser. He hits like a freight train and he takes punishment like a freight train. Then you have your rogue, by far my favorite character, if only because I have a special place in my heart for rogues. There are two classes. There's the archer, which is what I have here, and then there's an assassin, which is a melee fighter. I like the archer. What can I say? Then you got your mage. There's two kinds of mages. I have the fire mage because let's be real, if I'm going to be spell slinging, I'm going to be slinging fireballs. Then you have a choice of either a cleric or a paladin, which seems to be either healer with a hammer or chick with a hammer that can also heal. And that doesn't sound like a big difference, but I think it actually is. One's more like a fighter with a little bit of healing. This is much more like a mage with a little bit of fighter. Only she can just heal. But either way, so let's start party up. So as you can see, I've got four of them, and I can move them independently. Or when I'm not in combat, I can group them up into one person. And what we're going to be doing for this little run is there's a little side quest here. The hunting caverns have a troll in them. So let's go ace up that troll. So a little backstory while we're loading. Basically, this has happened. This whole thing is taking place after a giant apocalyptic event, and humanity has been forced underground, and we're living in massive caverns. So we're in caverns, and as we roll out here, and there's lots of nasties down here, and we're trying to make our way. And all four of us, the four characters, were started off this adventure in prison. They'd been wrongfully imprisoned for various reasons by a evil count dude, and that's about as far as I've gotten in the story. And they're sort of like they're trying to get away from this count guy. Shut up, mage. Whatever. And yeah, and we swung by a nearby mining town on our way escaping, and they are in trouble. They're being attacked by these little, totally not goblins. They're called ratkin, but they're basically goblins with rat features. And we're trying to help them out. Uh-oh, did you hear that? Time for combat. So I already kind of showed you what non-combat looks like, so let's show you what combat. Everybody gets 7 action points, which moving is 1 action point. Uh-oh, got some wolves. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to fight here, have our warrior buff his HP, and get our archer cracking. Nice, critical hit off the front. And, oh wow, tough wolves. So we'll just move up the rest of our guys and maybe do some buffing and debuffing and get ready to do some damage. And I guess in terms of like tactics and everything, my basic strategy has been use your fighter as a brick wall because this is all square based, so they can't necessarily come at you in certain areas. So like right now, all 3 wolves can only attack my fighter, which is fine because he's the only one that, I want to be attacked. And these wolves are just a distraction anyway because we're actually, whoa, hunting the troll. See, now this wolf is suddenly a problem. I don't like that. So we're going to have our fighter turn around and give him a walloping. Oh, get wrecked. Like I said, my fighter right now, oh my lord, he is out and away the most powerful member of my party in terms of just raw damage and tank potential. And I think that's just because I kind of built him that way to intentionally be, hey, we win. So that was, it's all turn-based, so I go first or they go first and then back and forth. But like I was saying, my fighter is probably my toughest member, though. I'm trying to make my rogue my best character in terms of damage output, and I think she kind of is in terms of just the raw, like right there, just aced up that wolf by herself, basically, not a lot of effort. So I think I remember which way to go for this quest. So what we do is We're hunting a troll, so we need to find the troll. Uh-oh, this time evil got to go first. Evil. So, there we are. Got some spiders coming in. Well, let's get more aggressive here. Meet them at the front, and Fighter Boy get to work. 20 damage, 20 damage. And so this is basically the entire core mechanic. We'll use this debuff spell, hits their ability to hit, hits to hit. It takes off, it knocks down their ability to hit me and also reduces some of their stats, so it's a little easier to kill them. Good work, Archer. We'll keep moving you up. But this is the basic core mechanics. It's one of those games, I guess, that's kind of like, it's simple enough that virtually anybody can play it, but at the same time, it's interesting enough to keep you going. I mean, yeah, the fighting can be a little, I guess, stale at times, if only because there's just not that many options yet. Now, perhaps as I play the game more, I'll start unlocking more powers and more options, because right now, like, my Archer basically has attack, or normal attack, aimed attack, which just does more damage, and some secondary skills. My Wizard only has buff armor, buff weapons, debuff enemies, and shoot the fireballs. Get rocked. Let's check on. Yep, my warrior's hurt. My healer has a debuff and a heal, basically. She can also hit things with a hammer, but let's be real. If your healer's hitting things with a hammer, something's gone very wrong. Oh, a 61. Good lord. Yeah. So, like, there is a certain amount of adaptability to this. Like, the party doesn't have to be built the way I'm building it. Because basically the way I'm building is I'm putting all my warrior stats into damage and basically damage and tankiness. Right now I'm putting a lot of points into damage because he's already a big meat shield, and I haven't really felt like I need something else. Then I'm putting all my points on my rogue are going into bows. I'm just going to try to, make her a primarily ranged fighter. And my wizard's the same way. Like, well, obviously he's not going to be hitting people with his stick, but more importantly, like his basic goal is fireball. I just want him to be a cannon, just pelting people. And my cleric is basically a healer. Like, so that's not, I don't know if that's the most efficient way to build it. It's just how I play it. Like, my cleric heal bots my warrior, my rogue and my wizard do most of the damage, and my warrior gives it as good as he takes it, which is my goal. Well, let's drop another heal on the warrior boy, because he's getting kind of beat on. Yeah, that's one of the things one of my few complaints about this game, because I think this game is a lot of fun, but, well, that was easy. It's very possible to get yourself into, like, situations that aren't really winnable. Like, I recently had, before I made this recording, I was playing a little earlier, and, had a situation where if one of your party members die, you lose. It's like a game over. Like, there's no way to revive. Okay, we're on the right track. So, if one of your party members dies, it's just game over. But it's possible, if the enemy gets to go first, that you could lose a party member without having actually done anything. Like, literally, it was a case of, like, my rogue ended up in a bad position, because if you notice, when we get into combat, like, we break out into our little formation. Like, my rogue was leading, because I usually use the rogue because she has some scouting abilities, and the result was that my rogue ended up facing down like 6 dudes at once, and they killed her before I ever got to move. And that's really frustrating, because it's like, well, if I'd gotten to move even just slightly, I could have saved the rogue. Like, that would not have happened if I'd had any control. But, as far as the game goes, for $10 and for how much fun I'm having, just, playing a basic RPG, basically, I'm willing to accept that as a downside. It's, not everything's going to be perfect, basically, I guess is kind of my point. Let's see. What can we do? Do we want to? No. Sorry, I was just looking at healing things. We'll use this skill. Sacrifice some of her mana to give my fighter some more mana because he's a little low. Yeah, there we go. Is my rogue low too? Yeah, my rogue's low. Mana management, big problem. Another time I ended up losing was simply because, like, my rogue and my mage had run out of mana. So, kind of sitting there like the rogue is somewhat useful even without her mana, but the wizard is useless. So, I basically just died because I couldn't damage anything. My warrior eventually just went down because, like, I couldn't heal because my cleric was out of mana and I'd used all my recovery items, so not great. But, we're getting there. God, 63, man. And then 36. Heh. Gotta say, I am very impressed with the numbers my squad is putting up right now. Ooh, that was probably a bad move. I'm trying to get at that wolf, but the truth is, yeah. Because now my wizard... Oh, wait. There, we'll do this. Yeah, so, I mean, positioning is kind of a big deal because I have to be able to see them. I have to have line of sight, otherwise I can't hit them. Useless wizard. Missed both those shots. Terrible. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to be doing in the coming weeks, while my brother's off playing War Thunder and doing that thing, because that's really his game right now, I sort of just play random games on Steam. So I think what I'll be doing is I'll just be picking random games off of Steam, doing hopefully a quick review. I don't know how long this video is going to end up being, but whatever. Just showcasing games I'm playing and games I think are worth a look. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'll just fast forward the video to finding the troll. So, see you guys back when I find the troll. Ugh, I can smell it. Turns out I wasn't that far away, so that's nice. But here we go. So, trolls have powerful regenerative powers, which means... Wow, that was a lot of powers in a row. Which means he's going to heal if I don't deal with him quickly. We'll use a quick item to give everybody some mana. We will buff the warrior so he can take the hits, and we will buff him again so he can do the damages. Move our cleric up into a better position for debuffing. And we wait. And this is one of the things I've gotten into the habit of doing is let them come to you, because that way you get first shots. Because now I can go debuff, debuff, light them up, boom, boom, boom. Oh, last one wasn't much of a boom, but, Either way, so, now I've basically got, he's coming to me, which means he's using up a lot of his moves to get to me. Excuse me. And I think we'll head him off and start the smackdowns. Using a different skill, just does more damage but costs a crap ton more mana, so trying to accelerate the fight a little bit. Ow. Ow. And that's one of the things I'm talking about, like, he just did a crap ton of damage to me. And, like, I'm fine because it was my warrior that was taking hit, but if that was my wizard, the damage would have scaled because he doesn't have the armor. Uh-oh, we're out of mana. Oh, well. But it's possible that this troll could just one-shot my wizard. And that would be really shitty. Because it's like, what the hell am I supposed to do about that? Please, don't come any closer. Die. God, this wizard can't hit the broadside of a barn. Debuff him again. Gonna regret this, but there we go. Normally I don't like moving my cleric up into main fighting, but... because my cleric sucks at melee combat, but... better to have the troll focus on either my warrior or my cleric. Whoa! 60 HP back. And holy crap. Ow. Okay, so I've never seen the troll heal that much before, so that's not good. Alright, so I gotta get through another 60 HP. Thankfully my rogue is on point here, so that's not terribly complicated. There we go, my wizard's finally hitting, so that's refreshing. Alright, so new plan. Warrior, go straight to there. Block this troll off. This troll is clearly trying to get at my weaker party members, which I don't really appreciate. There we go. Heal him up, and that should be fine. Okay. Don't like how I'm backed into a corner here, but basically I can't let this troll start hitting my rogue or my mage. That's just gonna end poorly, and it clearly is on the move. So you know what we'll do? We'll burn another. I don't really like burning these items, but I need to accelerate because I think this guy heals every 2 turns. So I need to. There we go. Whoo, doggy! Boom! We've done it. The monster is dead. All right, so that'll do it for this little short. Hopefully, it's actually a short. Thank you very much, guys, very much for watching. This has been. What the hell does Cornyphil have in his Steam? I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll keep doing them if I keep finding games I want to show. And until next time, see ya.